Hey guys, I think Grandmaster 1 mainly Peni Parker, and I'm going to share what I've learned to help you improve. Peni's primary fire Cyber-Web cluster deals 30 damage per shot. There's no headshot multiplier, so you can just aim for the body for the same damage. It also deals 15 AoE damage. It's great for clumps of enemies. Notice there's no reload, so you can spam this. Peni's damage falls off from 15 to 30 meters, then stays consistent beyond that. Peni's most effective at mid-range. Any further than that and the damage will fall off. When firing, you get a movement speed penalty. This is going to make you an easy target for the enemy when you're trying to strafe. What you want to do is always be standing on a web. The webs give you a 25% speed boost, passive healing and overheal. You'll become a much harder target to hit and constantly be getting healed. Peni's shots are projectile based, not hit scan, so you'll need to lead targets, especially at longer distances. Peni excels at controlling choke points by spamming her primary fire. Dropping a cyber-web at your feet not only heals but gives you the 25% movement speed boost. You strafe faster and you keep pressure on the enemies. Next is Web Snare. This is Peni's CC ability. Peni's Cyber-Web Snare stuns enemies and interrupts abilities for 0.7 seconds, stopping them from firing. It's great for shutting down enemy abilities and ultimates. You can also shoot it at your feet, giving you the movement speed and the passive healing. Like I showed you in that last clip, this is useful if you're not currently on your nest and you need the move speed or healing bonus. You can also shoot it onto surfaces and Cyber Bond onto it to reposition. I'll show you Cyber Bond as the next ability. This Wolverine pushes way too deep, he gets snared and dealt with. And the same guy again, he gets snared and done. And this is one of the strongest uses for this ability. And also why Scarlet Witch players hate Peni players. Cyber Bond is Peni's main mobility tool and there's three main uses for this. Closing distance, for taking high ground, and for getting away quickly. There is also a niche use for this that I personally don't use much, so you'll tether, push out of cover, shoot enemies, and then if you start getting damaged and low, you can just bungee back. One quick thing, you can only have a max of 3 webs out at once. You need to be at least 10 meters away from where you shoot the web, otherwise it won't pull you towards it, like this. So in this clip, the enemy Moon Knight gets a high ground angle on me. He's not Obi-Wan and this ain't Star Wars, so I'll web bond up there, web snare him, and then take him out. Hello there. In this clip, I'm pushed way too deep, on my own, overextended. I managed to take out the Winter Soldier, but now their whole team's on me. Using the Cyber Bond, I managed to get away. I get pushed hard, but again manage to escape with the Cyber Bond. I can then get my nest placed down. Doctor Strange pushes way too deep. I manage to snare him and take him out. And that's that same Wolverine again. This is the main ability in Peni's kit, the Cyber-Nest. It creates a cyber web in a 12-meter radius and spawns 2 spider drones every 3 seconds, up to a maximum of 10. All cyber webs from Snare and Cyber Bond boost Peni's speed by 25%, heal for 25 HP per second, and build up to 150 overheal. This ability is what makes Peni the best tank for holding down an area, for denying space, and for taking space. You can extend the range of the Spider-Nest by shooting down a Cyber-Web Snare or a Cyber Bond, like this, and then the drones attack the enemy. This really is the core of Peni's kit. It locks down areas, spawns drones, and creates webs that keep you alive. You want to be spending a good majority of the game on this. The Spider-Nest has 350 HP. If the Spider-Nest does start getting attacked, you can body block it. I like to do this, if it's possible that I could save it.
Wow, 4 in a
You can manually destroy and reposition the spider nest, but if it takes damage, the cooldown gets increased based on how much damage it takes. It also acts as a cyber bond point for you to hook onto. In almost every scenario, you're going to want to put your spider nest behind cover so the enemy can't directly attack it. There are certain cases where you don't want to, like if it's a last minute point push. I have got another video on all the best placements for the spider nest. I'll leave a link to that at the end of this video. This is what the spider nest does best. It controls an area and denies the enemy. The Black Panther just gets destroyed. You always want to be within range of your spider nest. Penny's not the greatest on convoy attacks, but if you keep moving your spider nest up as you move, it can work. Notice as well how I always have it behind cover so they can't attack it from far range. I place the spider nest here behind cover and it denies the enemy from coming through that doorway, otherwise the drones will just destroy them. Arachno-Mines are Penny's zoning tool. You can fire up to 4 mines at a time with a reload every 4 seconds, and you can have 15 active at once. They detonate when enemies come nearby. They do 100 damage each, so 3 mines will take out anything but a tank. The Arachno-Mines interaction with Cyber-Web are a big part of Penny's toolkit. If placed out in the open, the mines can be destroyed. But when you place them in the Cyber-Web, they become invisible and indestructible, so they can't be seen and they can't be destroyed. This is a great tool for holding down doorways and for stopping flankers. So you've all seen these clips, but it's not just a meme, you do get a decent amount of ult charge off this. This is where the mines really excel. The enemy team's got no idea that there's mines there. I've just locked down that doorway now. Another use is firing them into the enemy backline and maybe getting a pick that way. There are 2 other uses I forgot to get clips for. One is putting them around the spider nest to give it extra protection, and 2 is putting it in the front line if you're getting pushed. Penny's ultimate Spider Sweeper gives 450 over health and a 70% movement speed increase. Penny drops webs and Arachno-Mines over the course of this ult. You can also melee to finish off enemies or to disrupt them. Like the rest of Penny's kit, this ult isn't about kills, it's about area control. I'm going to show you the 3 main uses for this ult. Number 1 is to save your life. It gives you 450 health straight away, so you can use it to get out of danger. The second use is to use it aggressively, so I'm going to use it here to push the enemy backline and take control of all this space. And the third use is using it defensively, so the enemy Penny is using her ult to try and take control of this space here. I'm going to use my ult to counteract her one and to stop her team from pushing onto all the space that she's just created for them. Notice here how my spider nest is behind cover, protected, and I've got mines down as well. Good night, Jeff. The Venom team-up armor Expulsion gives Penny 50% damage reduction, deals up to 200 damage and knocks enemies back. Penny can also climb walls. You can stop running and hold indefinitely on the wall. This is a great ability to reposition and to escape danger. If Penny makes contact with any webs on the wall, they will heal as well. Here's a great example of using the wall crawl to regain line of sight on the enemy, to snare them and secure the kill. If you've enjoyed the guide, hit subscribe. There's going to be more on the way, and enjoy this clip. And this is me pulling off the cleanest escape you've ever seen. If you ignore the part where I hit the ceiling and fall, this is the Peni Parker skill ceiling, literally. Thank you for watching my guide, I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.